welcome to Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, a series of cautionary tales for lovers of squeak. If there are any children out there who never stop talking, stop talking! I call this tale Jack in a Box. It's about a chatterbox called Jack and a box with brass handles on. The Honourable Jack Delaunay de Heavyland de Trow was a chip off the old block. Like his noble parents, Jack was a chatterer of no consequence, a twittering child who loved the sound of his own voice. So we just need to organise an entertainer for your party, Rosie dear, and the whole thing will be tickety-boo. Now, does... You know Andrew, interrupted Jack, the boy whose mother's got a plastic nose. I'm talking, Jack. Andrew says that if you eat chicken in your fingers, it tastes like chicken, but if you eat it off a plate, it doesn't. Your mother is talking, boomed Lord de Trow. I think I'd prefer it to taste like chicken, because I really, really love chicken. Cooked, I mean. I can't stand it when the skin's cold and full of feathers. Jack, be quiet and speak when you're spoken to. You are speaking to me. I've got a verruca. Look, have a sniff. Jack never listened to a word anyone said. Once at a cocktail party, he even interrupted the Queen while she was talking to the Prime Minister. I've got 3 slugs. Cuddly, aren't they? And not as slimy as you might imagine. Whoops, he's just gone up your sleeve. Do you want to see my verruca? Ooh. Something had to be done. And who better to do it than Mr. Twigtail, woodcarver, children's entertainer, and verisimilitudinous ventriloquist at your service, madam. I'm so pleased you could make it, Mr. Twigtail. Rosie and her friends. What's that in your eye? And this must be Jack. I've heard so much about... What's in that box? Shush! The nice man is talking, Jack. Don't be so... It looks like a coffin. Don't interrupt. Do you use dead rabbits in your act? Quiet! That's my dummy. Perhaps you'd care to help me set up, Jack? Oh, and here's the birthday girl. Rosie, this is... OK, let's go. Wait out here, Rosie, and I'll call you in when I'm... Are you a good conjurer? Am I going to guess how you do all of your tricks? I'm a ventriloquist. Why are you bald? You'd look much younger if you had hair. Why have you let it fall out? I've got a verruca. Bet you couldn't magic that away. Don't you ever stop talking? No, why? Don't you like what I'm saying? Swifts can't stand up, you know. They fly all their lives. If they landed, their legs would snap because they're so weak and thin. I meant you're very bad at interrupting. I thought I was rather good at it, actually. You know, you'd make an excellent ventriloquist's dummy, Jack. Always talking, never listening to a thing the ventriloquist says. Sorry? Were you talking to me? Here, give me a hand with this box. But before Jack could move, he heard a tiny, plaintive voice cry out.
Help! I'm cold. It's dark in here. Let me out.
That's you, isn't it? Is it? He slid off the lid to reveal a wooden dummy with a leather face. At least it looked like leather. How
Ow! That hurt.
Its lips moved. Its eyes blinked too. Its face was alive.
Pick me up, Jack.
How are you doing that? Clever little devil, isn't he? And all me own work. Suddenly, the dummy grabbed Jack's ears and jumped up round his neck. Get off me! But its fingers held him tight.
Run!
It squeaked.
Don't make the same mistake I did.
Mr. Twig Tailor clamped his hand over the dummy's mouth and stuffed it back in its box. What did it mean? Asked Jack.
You don't need to...
And how can it walk and talk? It's magic. And why were... Be quiet! And Jack was quiet. It's magic, Jack. If you come to my shop tomorrow morning and stop talking for 1 minute, I will demonstrate the secrets of my art. Then he composed himself and went to the door.
You can come in now, Rosie.
A joke shop in Great Puddin'?
Help! Help!
Hello? Mr. Twig Tailor? It's me, Jack. I've come for my magic lesson. I'm not scared. Mr. Twig Tailor? Is this where Pinocchio lives? I'd hate to be made out of wood. You'd be munched hollow by woodworms. Mr. Twig Tailor, where are you? Looking for me, Jack? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Crumbs, is that the time? I should be getting home. This is a new watch, you know. My old one had a date, but I prefer the colour of this strap. What do you think? No, I can stop talking if that's what you want. Just give me the zip. No, not the wooden jacket. Mr. Twig Tailor, no!
My brother Jack, please come back. My brother Jack, please come back. My brother Jack, please...
Poor Rosie. She just can't accept that he's gone. I bought her a present. I was passing a joke shop in Great Puddin', and I remembered how much Rosie had enjoyed that ventriloquist at her party. Do you think she'll like it? Oh, it's sweet. It's got something of Jack in its eyes, don't you think? The dummy blinked. It would have said something too, if its lips hadn't been zipped together. There's a joke shop in Great Puddin' that sells jackets what are wooden and dresses stitched from leaf mould if they've got 'em. But they also sell a dummy who's so lifelike it's not funny, 'cause it speaks without a hand stuck up its bottom.